In this video, we're going to be discussing marginal analysis. Marginal analysis is comparing the additional benefits of a decision to the additional costs. And you do this without considering the benefits and costs of past choices. A sunk cost is the value of a past choice, and this does not affect your future cost-benefit analysis. So what sunk cost is it's a cost that you've already incurred, and you don't want to consider it when you're doing your cost-benefit analysis. You forget about sunk costs when you're doing cost-benefit analysis. And here's an example. So my parents wanted to buy a truck, and my dad had searched on AutoTrader, Cars.com, Car Gurus, Craigslist for every different listing, and he thought he found a good deal on a truck in Des Moines, Iowa. So he drove from Dayton, Ohio, all the way to Des Moines, Iowa to look at this truck. And when he gets there, he finds out, hey, this truck isn't what it was advertised to be. It's actually kind of a piece of junk. And when he gets there, he should be considering, hey, I'm going to have to drive home from Des Moines anyways, right? The fact that he drove all the way from Dayton all the way up here and over to Des Moines is a sunk cost. That shouldn't factor into his decision-making going forward because he has to drive back from Des Moines anyways. That cost is gone. He's already incurred it. It doesn't matter if he buys the truck or not. He already drove to Iowa. Okay. What happened was they ended up buying the truck anyways, so they didn't really understand the idea of the sunk cost, brought it home to Dayton, and sold it the next week in Dayton. Later on, my sister is also looking for a car and finds one in Connecticut that she really likes. And when they get there, they find out that that car was actually flooded as a part of Hurricane Sandy. They came up and hit the East Coast. So she doesn't end up buying that car because she had learned her lesson about sunk costs from my parents' car, right? So sunk cost is the cost of something that happened in the past and is unrecoverable and should not factor into your cost-benefit analysis. So let's go ahead and take a look at a marginal analysis example. Let's assume you're going to a carnival and it's $10 to enter the carnival, and then it's 50 cents per ride or game that you want to play at the carnival. So if we're going to analyze this like an economist using marginal analysis, the first ride at the carnival is going to cost us $10.50. It's $10 to enter the carnival and then 50 cents to actually ride the ride. So put those two together. That's the cost of your first ride. It's 50 cents. What does the second ride cost? Well, the second ride also costs 50 cents. It's 50 cents per ride or game that you want to play. So your second ride on the merry-go-round is going to cost you 50 cents. What's the third ride cost? Well, it's the same as the second ride, same as the third ride, same as the fourth ride, and so on. Every ride as you go on is going to cost you exactly 50 cents. Okay? So how do you know when you stop riding rides at the carnival? Well, all you do is you calculate your marginal benefit and compare that to your marginal cost. Okay? So you take your marginal benefit here. If you want to ride one ride the first time on the merry-go-round, maybe you get $20 worth of enjoyment, which is great because the marginal cost to take that first ride was $10.50. When the marginal cost is greater than the marginal benefit, you no longer ride rides. So you might go on the merry-go-round a second time because you get $10 of benefit for only 50 cents. The third time you get $5 benefit for 50 cents. The fourth time you get $2 benefit for 50 cents. The fifth time you get $1 benefit for 50 cents. The sixth time you go ahead and ride again because you're going to get 50 cents worth of benefit for 50 cents. And the seventh time you will stop, right? Because your marginal cost is 50 cents. You only get 25 cents worth of benefit from that last trip on the merry-go-round.